If you're watching from Europe, throw it in chat on who you are supporting as the playing trajectory has been shown up. We are into this game 3.
So this plane already is shutting down locations towards the northern east section of the map, so you're probably not going to see people go there unless we saw on Erangel last game, take a car, drive up there ASAP and try and set yourself in a compound. That's a gameplay style we can actually expect to see. Might be the case of Team Secret. Anyways, a lot of teams dropping at the same moment. Probably a lot of teams going towards San Martin and Hacienda del Patron. I'm really proud of my accent there. And just going to try and get as much loot as possible, but Miramar has so many compounds. You can easily have one compound for each team, and some compounds are big enough to have like 2 up to 3 teams even, such as, once again, San Martin. So you can just get there, loot up, avoid the fights. Once you got your loot, just go back and find yourself a little bit of a smaller compound that you can easily defend.
I wonder what teams, if any, are going to land towards Picado or inside Picado. As well as the likes of El Pozo and Los Leones. We do see the teams actually splitting fairly evenly between the south and the north side. As you pointed out, Maxman, Miramar map is quite large, so it does give a lot more room to kind of move around and find that position you want. Indian Tigers, they've gone deep south, as well as the likes of the Formia, RG Star, and Top, as well as All Rejection Gaming.
It seems like it will be Top Esport going for San Martin right now. And it seems like no one's going to really try and go up against that. Or is that a blue member I can see in there? I'm not too sure. They're a little bit overshadowed. But it seems like we will be having more than one team in San Martin, so maybe early game clashes. Team Kesso, as I said, can drop early, get a car, move towards the north location. That's what they're doing. And that would be a really good location to go for if you're trying to play on the edge of the circle, because it should be pretty central early on.
Talking about the edge of the circle, we see this phase 1 circle. It's deep south for now. A bit of the water is occupied, about 15 to 20%. Team Queso, they're on the edge of it, so they don't necessarily need to move.
Team Queso, they were going up, they're like, okay, we're just going to try and get a nice location in the north. And they were like, they saw the circle, like, okay, guess we're going back. Okay, we're cool. So that's what they did. But as you said, like playing on the edge, that's what they're going to be trying to aim for.
And in fairness, Maxon, that's something that I feel is most important in Miramar compared to every other map, is having 4 players at the end. The reason why is because Miramar is such an open terrain map at the end of the day. When you have all 4 players live, not only do you give yourself the obvious man advantage, but you give yourselves the angles of sight around you. It's that extra person that's able to look in that direction that you might not be able to comfortably look around. And that's a big thing.
Visibility is so important in
Exactly.
Pyramid. And once again, like if you have a compound it has 4 corners, put one on every corner, have the
A
information.
compound has 4 corners?
I think so.
What if it's a triangle compound?
Well,
okay.
that is too high level for me.
What? There's more shape than a square?
Damn it, I only play Minecraft normally.
There you go. Continue. What were you saying as far as like if you do have those 4 corners?
It just can easily protect every single side of the compound, and for the smaller compounds, not like San Martin or El Pozo, you just want to get away from that. But having that 4th person, as you said, is just so much more important. We saw a lot of teams, even on Sanhok and Erangel, they were getting like punished so early on, and not having those extra members really shuts down your late game potential of getting that chicken dinner. Yeah,
exactly. Now, we did see one member of Kurt's squad did get knocked down. That is the side of Top Esports. Fantastic play with the UMP-9 as well on a red dot.
The UMP-9?
UMP.
I say UMP.
I say UMP.
UMP? Umpa lumpa.
Doopity-doo.
Okay.
Anyway.
We're having fun times here in Berlin. Come over. Come on. Oh, no. But that spray, though, it was UMP. Was actually all the UMP was really good.
Do you want to call it the UMP or the UMP?
Let's go with UMP. I love it.
See, the reason why I say UMP is because it's
hashtag
like
UMP in chat. Let's
you know, imp, UMP, you know? And actually is one of my favorite.
I think we're going on too far with
this
joke.
I know. But Omen Elite, good game too. They currently lie in, I believe, 5th place overall. Outsider 9K. You then also have Zute as well as Memo. Of course, their 4th player joining in the fun, trying to stick together early game.
Picard is a really good location, in my opinion, to set your base as. Seems like some team already going for it. Seems like Top Esport is going in that direction. If they can put that under control, I think that would be really valuable for the later stages of the game. And we also see in Purple Mood, I'm not too sure what they're doing. Okay, they're just sticking around there. I thought they might be going towards Prison, but like the Prison Island. but I would avoid it. It's a very small chance of actually happening and being in that location. But some teams also have been setting themselves pretty well. Other teams that are on the coastline, because we didn't see on the circle, the south part is mostly water, and setting yourself up on a coastline is so good because you only have to defend 180 degrees
Of course.
of ground in front of you, which is great to do. So
Especially
until
on
the
Miramar.
circle shifts, just stay in those locations until you have to move.
Well, like, we could still see a shift down south because it's only phase 4 that it has to be all land occupation, right? So in phase 2 and phase 3, we could still see shifts down south. So yeah, definitely occupying the edge of the circle towards west and the north, as well as that coastal area, is definitely a good spot to really kind of stay and loot up in.
Seemed like Top Esport, they went exactly where I told them to go, so I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
Okay, Tigers did have one knock on Marvi. I think that was just him falling or something, or because no one's around, so something happened there. Unfortunate time. He will be regen back up, so that's all good. It's in the past. Let's move on. Nova, Monster Shield, a little bit split. Even though it's a big map, you're never too sure if you're going to have some members around, so I think they may be a little bit too split for this stage of the game, but they just got to be cautious.
Especially now, they're not going to be aware of it, right? Too much, but there is a few teams around them. You've got Purple Mood, you've got Pittsburgh Knights, you've got Team IND, all kind of near them, so that's something they're going to have to be a little bit aware of if they are split up.
RG Star Team, I said my favorite team for this map. On Miramar, I think they have really high chances. They got a really good location. It's a compound. This also happens to be on the tippity top of a mountain, Imperium. So this is a really good location to be able to defend. You've got really good visibility if you don't want to defend, but just to scout. And if they can keep this location for a really long period of time with the circle shifts, it could be really valuable for the later stages and potentially give them the higher moral ground to take this entire game home.
Totally agree, in fairness, Maxon.
Better.
No, you know what?
Coming for you.
Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. Isn't it Mommy Maxon?
Okay, sure.
Eminem? Mommy Maxon?
Okay, we'll sort this out outside.
Okay, no problem. Anyway, we're just having a bit of a lover's tiff. What? Exposed as all rejection gaming. That's scout for their team, and that's something that some of these teams I don't think use enough. But then again, I'm not a huge personal fan of it. Is having that one member as a scout to go close to a compound, get an idea if a team is in it, and communicate that to the rest of their team.
Because the thing is, that is pretty risky on Miramar, because
if
the scout gets scouted by the opposing team, he has really a hard time going back, because the level, the terrain is pretty hard to work with. Didn't have that much amount of protection. It's really easy to spot out people. So maybe not the best playstyle to go for at this stage, but it can work out if you're very safe about it and really just use your third-person view, because you don't have to be scouted. Just third-person view, look over a rock, look over the terrain, and you won't get scouted, and you scout at the same time.
So we saw Bixia for Nova Monster Shield, who took a little bit of damage, was able to get away in that minivan, going on a bit of a road trip to join the rest of her team. We do see the Formia are also on the coastal line down south, but they are a little bit split up, and they are going in along the path of Indian Tigers.
Team Secret is so high up on the minimap. You guys can't see it right now, but they're so high up, and they're going to have to start moving inwards at some point, because there's still so many compounds up north that are not taken over by anybody, and they're just going for the coastline towards the south section. So if there's a shift towards north, it's going to be like a bloodbath this early on in Miramar, which is not really something that happens that much.
I wouldn't mind a bloodbath early on.
Cleanse yourself from your sins.
Exactly. Ooh, okay, so
talking about split.
Yeah,
when a scout sees a scout.
Carly from Deformia looking for a Mavi from Indian Tigers. Now Mavi with the cavalry arriving on the side of Deformia will hopefully be able to give them a bit of an extra point and put Indian Tigers under a bit more pressure. But Pittsburgh Knights, they're looking to join in on the fun.
I have 4 cars also. Thank you very much. For viewers at home, please do just what they are doing. Nova Monster Shield, they have a compound under their protection. There's no need to rotate out. And this is actually a really good location to defend because it's so open all around it that it's very hard to actually rush and overtake it. So it's all good, but going to see that. Oh, Kai Explosion coming on through from Matic, getting a few nice bit of damage on G7 from Pittsburgh Knights.
Only has a hollow.
He is pretty lonely too, which is not looking that good. And they have to get all those shots with the AKM. God damn. And he's just going to try and flush it away, and there it is. Seeming good. Extra bit of 10 and 17 damage, and that's going to be the end of Warfarine. And very unfortunate they split, and we were talking about it. It's not really that insane, that valuable, and it can actually pull you down if it's not executed properly.
Okay, there's being split, but then there's being split, right? You know,
being split.
As in like being super split. No? Okay, didn't get that reference either. There's an ice cream called Super Split.
I think we'll banana split, but okay, that's cool.
Oh, banana split.
I was thinking of that way.
I wouldn't mind a banana split right now. Either way, and this game is going on.
We're
down to
subject
59
every 10
days.
seconds.
I know, it's like, it's okay, it's okay. We can do this, guys. We can do this. But the side of TES, which is Top Esports, I really like where they have occupied themselves. It's in the open, but it's very high ground. One does have to ask is, do they have the loadouts? Do they have the guns?
That's going to be very important. Like loadouts, especially mid to long range, mainly long range. Car 98, Mini 14, everything is so important like that when you can actually have it under your control. And if you're very lucky, an AWM could drop, but very, very rare drop happening on this match.
No, likes of a pump shotgun, you know? No, I joke.
Who plays shotgun?
Hey, you'd be surprised how it can work out. However, the side of Pittsburgh Knights, we do see they're knocking down a couple more members of the Formula. So the Formula not having the best start to game 3. However, All Rejection Gaming had spotted one of the enemy teams around them. But this next circle shift, as I said, see, that's the thing. It's down south again. I told you, that's what can happen. It can only go inside the mainland in Phase 4. And look at the amount of teams that are clustered in.
That is just insane to see so many teams in such a small area on Miramar. And because also like a big amount of compounds, but they're not all taken over by.
And like, you know, we see the teams that are looking the most favoursome right now. Am I not surprised? Team Queso. Team Queso. So let's keep an eye on what they will be doing. But right now, RG Star, Aim Locker, one of their star players. We talked to them because he did speak a little bit of English. He was, on a side note, he's really happy to speak to us, in fairness, because we did Castle Wildcard region. So it was an honour to meet him and the rest of the team. But he was one of the standout players.
You know why? Because he did a 1v4 clutch going on through, though. A little bit of a fight between Pittsburgh Knights and Nova Monster Shield.
Well, more so inside of Nova Monster Shield, because he's just being a running goose right now.
Just going to see if he can hit a few more shots to get maybe one member down. He does have that cast protection, going to regen back up to 75% with that first aid kit. First aid kit's going to be so important to be on those long, during fights. So if you can try and get like 3 up your sleeve, that's going to be so impactful on Miramar.
True, but using one as early as 13 minutes into a game, that's not going to help your cause. It's not really going to heavily help yourself, but he's going to be able to survive. Of course, Omen Elite, they have 3 members clustered together, and that one scout right now is across the road.
You see what we were talking about earlier, terrain on Miramar. Even though they do not have a compound, this is a really good location to defend because you've got dips, ups and downs, everything you want and you're dreaming of. You can just regen back up into a dip, look aggressive, use third-person view to try and go over because you have no walls blocking your view. Which is absolutely awesome, though. Fight, here it is. RG Star Team going up against Kurt Squad. They know what's going on. The rush. Looking for 2 angles with Kurt Squad. Yeah, where is his team? RG Star Team, Aim Locker. He did a 1v4 in the wild card. You're going to have to try and do it again, my friend. But it seemed like they're taking slowly their time. Naruto trying to rush Naruto style, but it's taking their time. He does use the utility. They heard that on Kurt Squad. Okay, they fear. They are scared of Aim Locker that's on his own.
They think it's a frag grenade, but it's a smoke grenade. So that's actually going to help Aim Locker. Awesome. It does push Kurt Squad back. And now AK from a distance on the tippity top of the hill will possibly look to join him.
They had just a few seconds where Kurt Squad could have maybe done something, take the high ground and got Aim Locker. But now, look at that positioning. If they try to rush Aim Locker, they lose their defense position. They lose that compound and leave themselves open to taking damage from Xiaotan, AK, and Jingyong.
But 180 from Kurt Squad, he sees that in fairness. So he's actually taking shots towards the rest of RG Star. So right now, this is a bit of a Mexican standoff.
Mexican standoff coming on through, but it seemed like it will not last all that long. Xiaotan's taking a few shots right into his torso. He will be able to regen back up. He is good for the time being. M-Locker, you can just see he's trying to snake his way out of it. Nobody saw me. You could try and use actually the dip on
I
the
was
mountain
just
to
going
go
to say,
back up.
he could actually go towards the dip that mountain and that would help him. I think he had 3 smoke grenades in his kit, and that's all of them used.
Seemed like he wants to stay. I can understand if he gets scouted out, he's going to get shut down pretty fast. They will have a really good ankle to take him over.
And the rest of their team still have an exit strategy, so it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But like I said, in Miramar, you do want to do your best to stick together as a 4-man team. And AK and Xiaotian, they take a bit of damage, so that's something they're going to have to be careful of. As Xiaotian gets knocked down and fragged out, Kurt Squad looking strong in this game 3.
And that was a really good spray coming on through, and they instantly flush it away, not losing any single opportunity. Yep. And now it turned into a 3v4. Care Squad looking damn good in the process. But Aimlock is still, he is prone down. And if you never know why, I don't think they would do it, but if Kurt Squad, they take the weird decision of trying to rush, he's got the opportunity to fight them in their back, and then they just get sandwiched up by RG Star Team, shut down. Even a 4v3 can't shut that away.
Like, I know they're in the circle, both teams are in the circle, but I can't help but think on both teams, because there's no compound, right? There's no compound they're fighting over. If you're Kurt Squad and you're not going to flush onto RG, get out of there. And RG, if you're not going to be able to put it back in your advantage, get out of there as a 2-man team. Leave Aimlocker.
As you were talking earlier, like having 4 members defending like all the corners of a compound, that's just a prime example. This very small compound under the control of Team Top. They can defend it really easily. Yeah. And they got also a really big open area around it. So that's the like peak compound protection you're looking for on Miramar, and it's just almost impossible to breach.
It is. Like, I know there's a couple of buildings that Kurt Squad have, and that possibly can help them late game. But like I said, when you don't flush a team out, it can come to bite you in the ass, because you could have another team come in, third party, and next thing you know, you're out.
They're going to have to try and keep that in mind. As a Norwich, man, I'm so happy that someone actually got the name Norwich and didn't get taken away. No, and they were actually playing in an esports tournament. That's just awesome. But they're still trying to fight as long as possible. But now, like, it seems like they forgot about Aimlock. Yes, I am a weeb, I know. Thank you very much. I'm storming Area 51 next week, guys. If you want to join me, join my Facebook group, and we'll be ready to go for it, okay? Epic gamer moment. Epic weeb moment.
Epic weeb moment, indeed. But, yeah, circle shift.
Look at Team Kesso.
I know, right? I know, right?
I can't even find words. That is just perfect for Team Kesso. You couldn't dream for a better situation for Team Kesso to be in, because that fits completely their playstyle.
And we did see with that circle shift, a lot of it that shifted out of the circle was that water. So it means that on phase 4, it's not going to be as huge of a shift, in my opinion.
It's going to move up a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to move up a little bit. And most likely will go towards that north side, of course, but it could go northwest, it could go northeast, still favoring Team Queso.
This is turning from a Mexican standoff to a Cold War imperial.
Yeah.
And it's just taking absolute ages. Both teams not really wanting to take their fight. They are on the very edge of the circle, so the next shift might be the determined factor to actually force this fight from happening. So we're going to have to try and keep close eyes on that matchup. Though Omen still, they haven't moved, and they don't have to. So many teams have really good positioning. They do not have to really move all that much.
Look at it as well as the fact that there's not many trees in Miramar, but Omen Elite are under a couple of those trees, so that could really come in their favor, because it's that little bit extra protection. They have the vehicles there as well for easy access, easy exit. As Aimlocker, how the hell did he get out of there?
Oh, that's just such a good rush. Use that utility. After utility, using it that early on is going to be a little bit risky, but if it's super valuable. You're getting 1 player back from that. You could not ask for anything better. So that was definitely worth using those smokes. Yeah. And even if you have a little bit of a harder time, having an extra player will outdo any utility in the world.
Now, we do see Team Secret. They're outside the circle. They're on the deep west of the side of the map, but they are looking to move in. There's Omen Elite near them. Zute, most particularly, is on his own. And he's outside the circle, so he's going to have to look to move in on his own. And these teams, Deformia, Nova Monster Shield, Pittsburgh Knights, RG, as well, of course, Kurt Squad, very close together.
Look at that. The Knights of Pittsburgh. They're going to be fighting back a little bit against RG Star Team. Jing Hong going to be unfortunately shut down. I think it's safe to assume he's going to get flushed away. They do have a little bit of like grass and terrain to work with, but Wi-Fi has the information. He is locked and loaded, trying to shoot back, trying to get him killed. But he's pretty split from his team. Pittsburgh's Knight, they're actually pretty far behind him. So if he gets too involved, he might regret it right now.
Wi-Fi on the side of Pittsburgh Knights, he's known for always wearing a black bandana. And I've always wondered, what's underneath it?
His receding hairline.
Okay. I'm going to have to ask him that on the side now. But now we do see Top Esports and Omen Elite fighting over this area. Right now, it's a 4v2 situation in the favor of Top Esports.
That was almost a Kobe right there. That grenade just detonated a few milliseconds too early, and that did not quite work out. They're just trying to force away Omen Elite right now.
It's a good idea.
They had a really good location, and all that utility getting used up early on might actually be a really bad situation to be in for Top Esport. But here it is. They get the location they were looking for. They pushed away Omen Esport.
No way!
Here it is. The car explodes and shuts down Mimo. That's going to be the first member, actually, of Omen Elite going to be taken away. And Top Esport, that was such a good, push.
Yeah, but it was always risky for Memo to get in the vehicle because,
it's so slow,
it's so slow, especially on that terrain. And it wasn't exactly one of the super fast vehicles. He could have used it initially and then got out of it to maybe distract Top Esports, but to get into it and try to get into safety on it directly, it wasn't a good call. But either way, they are still in this game with 3 players.
That is not a prime thing you're looking for on the side of Omen Elite right there. You can just get a little bit
What's his phase for?
Look at this phase. Where's he going to go? Normally should shift away from... Oh my god! Right on top of XQF. Are you kidding me?
Oh man.
And Team Top. Okay, this is a Chinese gold mine. And just Asian gold mine as a whole. This is awesome for them.
I can't but kind of go, I feel bad for Team Queso. However, on a side note, you know what they're gonna do? They're getting in those vehicles and go on the coast. But when you have teams that were inside the circle and were around each other, Pittsburgh Knights, RG Star, they are all gonna have to try and enter into the circle from the west side.
They're going to try their very best, but right now, Team IND, they're on the very edge. They're going to have to rotate out. They're going to have to cross a road. They're going to be potentially open to taking damage, and that will also be the case on the tippity top of that mountain right there. Team Secret also going to have to shift away, and that's going to be actually pretty soon. Only 1 minute left before the circle starts shifting. They're going to have to try and get those cars, start moving out as soon as possible.
Man, Zute, you can't help but feel that he's
struggling.
Really not,
struggling a little bit too much right there. Going to be shut down by the blue circle. Also got the Molotov. It just adds on, and it's too much chip damage. Easily shut down.
But now Team Secret.
That's the other side of the mountain.
It's the other side of the mountain, yeah. Well, not all of Team Secret.
It's kind of weird what they're doing Team Secret right now. They're leaving one member on his own, forever alone. And I think they should try to group together. They got 30 more seconds. The clock is ticking. I'm trying to get that shot.
Now, Team Queso, they haven't gone as much to the coast as I thought, which I think is going to go up against them. They are heading very close to where Pittsburgh Knights are. We see it right now. They're a 3-man team. J7 is down to about 75% health. Wi-Fi and Monarch, they're flushing and positioning around the other side. So right now, Pittsburgh Knights, in my opinion, actually have a fantastic position.
They split so much. They got 4 angles of fire, which is really good to stop the small engage by Team Queso. And they're just going to try and take their time. Look at Wi-Fi. That is a really good position to be in. He's going to completely take them by surprise as we shift over to Monarch's point of view. And he's just going to be able to scout them from afar, be the mid-range sniper for his team. But they'll slowly get in there. Look at Wi-Fi, just going to try and lurk his way in there. Grenade coming through. Oh my god, Kobe!
That's
right on top of Team Queso, Marco.
Here's the good thing. It is allowing Team Queso to exit away. So that sacrificial lamb has come through. And the return knockdown onto Wi-Fi has come out. So Team Queso, they got one member knocked down, but they were able to turn it around. Not quite in their favor, but definitely not as bad as we initially thought.
You know what? I'm really surprised they didn't get punished more for that peel back with 2 members in 1 car, but now they have the high ground and they just turned that entire situation on its head, Imperium. And Team Queso, even though Marco is knocked, he hasn't got flushed away whatsoever. They get Wi-Fi once again, 2 knocks in a row round side on top of his head, and he's going to be left for dead as this team is just going to completely leave. if we do have Marco give out that information that the Pittsburgh Knight left, they can maybe regen him even back up.
Yeah, we did see one member of RG Star go down to the play zone. No, it was actually a member of Team IND, apologies. But either way, right now, we are seeing the teams shifting up towards Phase 5 circle. Scout Top is on a kill streak.
A one-on-one trade-off right now, losing one member each to turn back into a 3v3 for top versus Purple Mood right now. Purple Mood, they're not looking all that good, but top, that's going to be the same scenario for them. Losing member 1 by 1, and that's going to be top Esport. First team going to be, unfortunately, in this late stage of the game, taken away in 12th position. And now it's just going to be going faster and faster from here on out.
Yeah, the four-man we saw go down in 13th place, so not a good game 3. They were not in a good position even right from the start. But Bew in a 1v1 against that member of Top Esports, coming out on top.
Not looking too good, getting sniped in the distance. And that's going to be a nice flush coming on through on top. Esport going to be also eliminated. That, as we said, in 11th position. And still on that, you have a few kills going a little bit everywhere. We still have 10 teams and 29 players. The teams now with 4 members are going to be that much more dominant in this stage.
Yeah, like, look at All Rejection Gaming. They're in the circle, and more importantly, once again, that circle is split between a road. So do you pick the north side? Do you pick the south side? There's no compounds on either side. There is a loot crate. Oh, sorry. There's a compound on the south side that PLM, Purple Mood, do have on their side. As XQF are now going to be on the opposite side of the circle, the west side, as we do see Nova Shield looking to really put out the feelers onto Indian Tigers.
Indian Tigers, you have Prince trying to get back to the safety of his allies to potentially get regen back up. But here it is. That's going to be Indian Tigers getting nice few shots on Team Kesso. But also they're reversing the damage pretty nicely. But Team Kesso will be able to get out of there. That was pretty risky, I'm not going to lie. But they do make it out alive. But now they're clashing with another team, and that's XQF. That's not what you're really looking for, but here it is. A clash has started. Axel going to be having a really bad spot. They're going to be instantly put on his knees. And XQF, they have the high ground, which is so valuable at this section of the game Imperium. And they're able to do a really good amount of work. But here it is in the distance. Oh my god, that spam was the Mini 14. Just doing so much work. Team Kesso also going to be having a really bad spot as they get shut down in 9th position. XQF. Just, one team there, boom, boom, you're all dead.
Well, they're a 4-man team, right? They kind of had the high ground. Yeah. They didn't have to worry about Team K, so they were a 3-man team. But the fact that Cool Boy was able to just return and put Team In on the back foot, but that's great play coming out from XQF. As Powerboy now looking for Nova Monster Shield.
That precision. They used a lot of utility this early on. There it is, the flash coming on through. Does find an extra kill. Powerboy, just an absolute beast of a player. I'm just becoming a very big fan of him very easily and very fast.
But see, again, like Purple Mood had the compound. They were able to fight off Omen Elite. But now they're outside the circle. Once again, it's still split between a road of north and south side. All Rejection Gaming, they have a quick, easy access into the circle. But,
information.
Yeah.
Trying to spam with the mini once again, not able to quite find it. Purple Mood, 2 members remaining. Going to be a little bit harder to defend this compound. It actually isn't even in the next circle, so they're going to have to move out. And XQF, they're just taking their time, and they're going to be ready to shut them down if they do have to rotate inland.
Yeah, that's Nova Monster Shield. I was just going to say they're about to be eliminated, and yep, they got eliminated. XQF still looking so strong. Indian Tigers, we haven't talked about them too much. They've really yet to hit their mark, but right now they're in the top 5.
There you go. Pittsburgh Knight, the last member, just going to be chucked away with that nice cook grenade. Purple Mood still looking really damn good. They had a good game on their angle. Unfortunately, the circle was shifted away. So if the god of the circle is on their side, this will be feeling pretty good. XQF once again, they're looking really nice and healthy. And all the teams just around them, they have to rotate. And this is just a prime opportunity for XQF to just pick up kills one by one. And here it is going once again. And Cool Boy is not letting anywhere and anyone out of that safety net. So they're just going to pick the kills one by one and shut them down. And it's just like stealing
candy from a baby.
Kid. Yeah, or a baby. It's just so easy. They got such a good location to work with.
See, kids can run away, babies can't. So it's easier to steal candy from a baby.
Yeah, it's okay. True. Yeah, true. I will remember that one, Imperium. Thank you very much.
Thanks. No problem. No problem. Here to
Senpai,
help.
thank you.
Here to help. But All Rejection Gaming, they have the circle, right? Whereas the side of XQuest F, they don't. They have to kind of move in. And this could be a bit of a downfall of XQuest F. How can they get into that circle? Can they push him forward? We're down to 2 teams as Team Secret did get eliminated. That final member did such a great job. The good thing is that XQuest F have gone across that road.
They're gone across, and now they are trying to push them because they have the high ground, and they are playing with a dip that's going to be actually really hard to play with if you're on the side here. But here it is, a few grenades coming back and forth. Paraboy going to be put a little bit lower than expected.
Now, the good thing is that XQuest have 1 extra player, so it is a 4v3 situation for them. So even if one member gets knocked down, it is an even keel between these 2 teams.
He's just going to try and chuck these grenades over. You never know, might get a kill. If you get a kill, you can just rush it, try and take the high ground, and just try and steal that win away with 7 players all around, still up and running. As mentioned, they have 3 members on the other side. XQuest F was still 4. And you can see the slowly but sure. Oh, no, okay, there it is. It started off XQuest F. They get the first kill. Well, first knock, but could potentially be a kill because no one's around to really help him out there.
Okay, this should be XQuest's opportunity. They should be pushing forward. They should be looking to flush onto Arjun All Reject Gaming. And this is going to be second knockdown. 1 member left. Match is ended.
That's going to be, once again, XQuest F. So who is it going to be that's going to take 2 chicken dinners in the game today? It was going to be this team from China, and they are just dominating.
As I do like to say, it's not how you perform in the current from a bad game. It's not bad. It's how you come back from a bad result, right, Maxman? So it's how you respond. And XQuest F responded from a bad game 2 with a game 3 chicken dinner and a beautiful 13 kill point game to follow it up. Great play by them. All Rejection Gaming coming in 2nd place. Only 3 kills though, mind you. Team Secret in 3rd place with 2 kills. But Purple Mood, they did great job.